Okay, now it's your turn. Go ahead, guys.
Good morning to you all, and I hope you guys are feeling good and doing great. Over the course of 5 weeks, we have learned how to be community organizers and how to campaign. And Ms. Lourdes has taught us that when we have a topic that we feel passionate on bringing awareness to, that we could do it. And anything we set our mind to, we could accomplish it.
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Janhyah. I am here to tell you about my group project. Me and my team is focused on the abuse and foster care. We chose this topic because we wanted the youth to know what's going on in the foster care system and for people to know how to spot when someone is being abused. Next slides.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. And hold on a second. All right, can you guys see the screen, the presentation?
No, it's it's like a picture of your email or something.
Okay. Oh boy. Well, guys, please bear with me. You know how bad I am. So, okay, this is not going to work. All right, hold on a second. Please bear with me. Ooh. Okay. Inbox.
I'm just going to offer it out there if someone wants to email me the PowerPoint. Is it a PowerPoint? I'm happy to share my screen. If it's allowed, I'm not the one who set up this meeting, so I'm not sure.
Okay, now I'm stuck. Can you guys see the screen?
No.
No. And now I'm actually stuck. I can't even go back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, sweet Jesus. I'm telling you. Okay, I think we are now.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
It is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay. This is the first slide. Abuse under the foster care system by Tiara Hall, Janhyah, Janhyah Blue, Yovia, whatever. I wear a Ponte. Physical abuse. Did you know in foster care there is 20% of kids that are abused in the foster care system? Most kids are threatened or too scared to speak up about being abused. Kids that is most likely to get abused engage in harmful behaviors such as drugs and alcohol abuse and even suicide. The abuse is overlooked by staff members because they don't really want to deal with the responsibility. The staff members don't really care about the kids in foster care because they get paid $56,375 per year. They just don't really want to deal with lots of paperwork.
Okay. Hi, my name is Edward, and my site's about emotional and mental abuse. Studies show that severe emotional abuse can be as powerful as physical abuse. Over time, both can contribute to low self-esteem and depression. Child emotional abuse is an often misunderstood form of trauma that can cause damage to a child's developing brain, leading to long-term learning difficulties, problematic behaviors, and increased instances of physical and mental health issues. Emotional abuse can have several long and short-term effects. Emotional abuse can take the form of name-calling, demanding, or any behavior that makes a person feel belittled or worthless.
It's your turn.
Sorry. My name is Tanaya, and I did a PowerPoint on neglect. Child neglect is a form of child abuse that is ignoring a child's basic needs, including the failure to provide health care, clothing, or housing, as well as physiological and emotional needs for a child. There is about 437,000 kids in the foster care system, with a percentage about 60.8 of them being neglected, and 2/3 of abuse that goes unreported. When a child gets neglected at a very young age, they suffer from ongoing high levels of stress hormones, which create physiological damage that can lead up to a lifetime, contributing up to high tension, heart disease, diabetes, and other serious diseases.
Okay, my name is Janhyah Lumpkin, and I did my piece on sexual abuse. So many cases of sex abuse in foster care go unreported and uninvestigated. Foster parents who sexually abuse children in their homes may repeat the behavior with other children. Foster fathers who resent their wives' devotion to the child and their care may sexually abuse them out of anger or for emotional and sexual gratification. In 2018, 7% of all child sexual abuse cases occurred in a foster care setting. Children in foster care are 4 times more likely to be sexually abused than kids who are in that same situation. And children in group homes are 28 times more likely to be sexually abused.
In conclusion, foster care abuse needs to be more well monitored. 28% of the kids are abused while in the foster care system, which with a place where a kid should feel safe and hopeful. The abuse they endure can lead up to poorly in school, harmful acts, or distrust to higher authorities. These facts are just the tip of the iceberg. In 2017, the rate of foster care children went up in 39 states, and each of those states are more and more foster care children have been abused, leaving the kids with physiological trauma. These kids do not deserve to be mistreated or neglected by the people they support.
Okay, so what our campaign plan is trying to achieve is to get the word out and to make people aware of what's happening under foster care system, because everybody don't know that kids are being abused in every way by people who, like Tanaya said, people who they're supposed to be trusting. So one of our first steps would be to meet with DCF commissioners and social workers to show them the statistics and facts on how much kids are being abused. Secondly, to create a support group for the youth who are being abused, because they might not have people that they trust to go to and talk to and share whatever's happening to them. So with the support group, they would have a safe place to talk to people and to get help. And for the children who they don't feel comfortable in that kind of setting, that brings me to my next bullet point, and that's giving children a hotline to call when they're being abused. So it gets them help, and it gets them help, and it's able to move them out of that scenario, that situation, that setting, the home I'm talking about, and it just gets them help and makes them safe. And then the last 2 are they tie into each other. So it's bringing information to the school to talk to the youth. So since there's in schools, there's all kinds of children and no one knows what these children go through. So there could be the same kinds of children in these schools. So bringing attention to this would really make them feel safe and get them help. Using social media to bring awareness to peers. Teenagers these days are always on their phones 24/7. Everyone knows that. So when you use social media platforms to bring awareness to anything, the word really gets out. Does anybody have any questions? That's the end of the slides.
What made you guys want to do children abused under the foster care system?
We wanted to do to abuse like the abuse under the foster care system because it goes unnoticed. People don't know that people get abused and stuff, or they don't want to speak up about it, or like things go overboard and people just don't want to deal with it. It's real common, and we wanted to change something and do something about it.
I totally agree with Tiara said. Yep.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
First of all, I wanted to say that you all did a really great job presenting your information. I felt like you were clear. I felt like you were on topic. Excuse me. On topic the whole presentation, and I could see how it all came together. So congratulations for
Thank you.
Thank you.
that work. One of the questions I had was, where did you get your data and your information?
If you notice, I don't know if Ms. Fonseca cut the slide too short, but we have an acknowledgement page, and that's most of our
Where we get
data.
our facts from.
Okay, that's great to know. Is it mostly national data or is it Connecticut specific data?
I think they're mostly national.
Okay,
A few might be Connecticut.
great. Thanks.
Any more questions?
No, I have a comment. I thought I introduced myself at the beginning, but maybe not. I'm Shoshana Stewart. I'm at For Capital Workforce Partners. But you guys did an amazing job, like very informative, very articulate, really impressive. So kudos to you guys. Really great job with the presentation. I love the idea of having a hotline. Did you guys also consider like a text message app or something that somebody can text? So sometimes somebody might not be able to make a phone call, but like they can shoot a text message that may be safer for them or something.
That's a good idea.
Really good idea.
Thank you.
Right, and I just want to echo you know what Stacy and Shoshana had.
Miss Kim, you're breaking up. You're going in and out with the sound.
Great presenting, and I could sense, you know, too, that you're my internet. Is it? I have a question. I'm going to type it in the chat.
This definitely taught me to appreciate everything that I have, for one, and for two, that you never know what someone's going through, and you never know what's going on, like not within your own life. So there's bigger, worse things going on outside of your life that you might not know. And also, I feel like about the advocating for other things, I feel like I would totally do it again. Like if I have something that I'm really passionate about, like I said before, I would definitely try to advocate for it. Advocate for it.
I agree with Janhyah, but what I learned is that the youth, because people actually listen to the youth more than they listen to more authority or adults, so that we actually could make a change about something that we're really passionate about, and that we could do something to help other people because they listen. That's what I learned.
We have another question in the chat.
I heard you say, Janhyah, that you said you definitely advocate again on an issue And Tiara, do you say your name Tiara? Do I have that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you talked about how people listen to young people. What did you learn about how to do advocacy over the past 5 weeks?
I learned that there's a leader and there's followers. If you don't have any followers, then there's no movement. And when you get groups of people who want to have the same change as you really can make change.
Like, for example, like our group, um, there's our leaders, is me and Janhyah as our leaders, and then we have the rest as followers. Janhyah is mainly our organizer, so when we all came together, we already knew what the topic was about and how we sorted everything out and how the whole project came together. Miss Lourdes taught us how to work together as a team instead of working by ourselves. So when we broke into our group, we already knew what we was doing.
If it's not any other question, who has the introduction of the second project, the second presentation? And I am going to share the screen again. Please bear with me for the second presentation. Okay. Everybody see the presentation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, miss.
Go for it.
Hello, my name is Joseph Ayala, and our slide that we focused on was youth homelessness and different kinds of homelessness, which, because we picked this slide because we felt like that was a big thing that we see in Hartford, and we feel like it's a big problem that we have in Hartford with people losing their home. We have
Next.
What, miss? You can go to the next slide, it's fine. I already finished that slide.
Okay.
Our next slide is about the shelters and programs that we have in Hartford. We have the South Park Inn, the McKinney shelters, Mercy Housing shelters, and many more that we have listed down. Mister, you can go to the third one. This one was in Spanish, and I can't read it. This is for someone that speaks Spanish.
Adriana.
So
Recursos de ingreso. Además de proporcionar comida y alojamiento, los centros ofrecen apoyo educativo, asesoramiento y servicios vocacionales a personas sin hogar, personas y familias indigentes, jóvenes vulnerables. Los trabajadores sociales dedicados en el lugar preparan a los clientes para que asuman la responsabilidad, cumplan los objetivos y obtengan la autosuficiencia. De hecho, incluso después de que los residentes obtengan una vivienda permanente, continúan ayudándolos a mantener la estabilidad a través de la asistencia y alimentación y servicios públicos de emergencia.
All right, so what Adriana said in her slide is that shelters not also provide food and shelter for people who need it, young families, but also education and other vocational services. The social workers in every shelter prepare the people, their clients, to be more for the future, for the permanent, go back to permanent housing, in order for them to approach that and get that, they provide services and orientation and support groups. Even after they leave the shelter, some of them, they still getting cash assistance with food and other public services. guys, next.
That's Alana's slide.
Okay, go Michelis.
Do I say my name? All right, my name is Michelis Torres. Transitional shelters. Transitional shelters are, wait, Miss, it's not even my slide.
It doesn't matter. Go for it, honey.
All right, step between emergency crisis. The shelters and permanent housing is more long-term service, intensive and private than emergency shelters, yet remains time limited to stay up to 3 months to 3 years. Some locations we have in Hartford that provide those shelters. Mercy Housing and Shelter, St. Elizabeth Housing and Friendship Center, my sister's place in Open Hearth.
Paige.
Hi, my name is Paige Williams, and how to help the homeless. You can make cards to promote nearby shelters and make people more aware, and donate clothes and socks, mostly by that's the most needed thing. Volunteer your time and try to fundraise, research our local candidates, and make things more clean. Try to pack little brown baggies to get food out, and be someone that can talk to and know and help them where they want to go, and do the little things to help them get back. Wait, somebody just moved. Oh, I forgot where I was. Okay, so who's next?
Unique, do that one, please.
Okay, so my name's Unique. I'm the teacher's assistant, but I helped a lot with this group. So the homeless campaign is raise awareness about 211 info line and other help, including legal assistance. Those are the first steps when you are homeless. Raise awareness about within youth to recognize the signs of being homeless, like couch surfing. Create a youth support group at school to provide information. Use social media to provide info for young people. Meet with the Housing City Center Committee Chair to seek options for the problem and create solutions. Meet with legislators of Housing Committee to share solutions for youth homelessness. So during these 5 weeks, we have learned a lot about community organization and its role of importance. We also learned the difference between a decision and a choice, and how that also plays a role in everything that we do, as well as a lot of other important topics that we can use later on in life. The experiences we went through together were eye-opening and pushed us to be more open-minded about new things. Does anyone want to share their experiences?
I will. My experience here in this program throughout the 5 weeks was a great experience, actually. We've learned a lot about how to like use, oh my gosh, how to like
It's okay, Joseph, take your time.
make decisions. We've learned the oh man, I had this off my fault.
Joseph,
we've learned
time, I could go first.
My internet's cutting out. I can't hear anybody or like hear myself.
Sometimes if you turn off your video, but keep your voice on, it helps with the internet connection.
I know, but I think my internet box just disconnected.
If you need time, I could go first.
Yeah, go ahead because I need to connect this again.
Okay. So, where do I start? I like this program a lot, and it's taught me how to make a resume. It's taught me how to network and what networking is. It taught me, it gave me so much opportunities. Like yesterday, we were on we had a special guest or whatever, and it was just telling us about college and stuff and how we could have programs to help us get through college. And also with our project group, this little group, I've met new people who I never thought I'd meet. And we've learned so much things about like life or whatever. And it could really help. It really will help in like the real life in the future as well.
Adriana, if you want to say something, you can say it in Spanish.
Anyone else want to share an experience?
Yeah, I have to share something. Being in this program, it taught me how to be more social, even if I didn't like know anybody. Because when I came, I didn't really know anybody but one person to the program, and I met new friends, and it taught me how to be more, social and cooperate with people you don't even know, and you could really learn new things from other people because everyone has their own way of working. So I also learned that from this program and how to a lot of communication, like, so yeah.
Well, I learned a lot. I had a great experience with this program. I communicated with a lot of people. I learned there's two sides of each argument, and there's always have to be open-minded. So when you learn something new, you always have to, how do you say it, like to learn all different type of way, like a page is saying. And I had a great time working with my group and everybody else. It was a lot to learn. I learned, like, in our projects, I learned to come together with teams and stuff. And Career Edge, I learned many different ways to work and learning with employees and stuff like that. Basically, that's all.
Anybody else has a comment or a question? All right, well, I have two questions to the group, all the youth. If Ms. Kim tells you tomorrow that you have the opportunity to do this project class all over again, you will do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's with the same people, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we always used to wrap it up our classes with in 1 to 5, 5 being the highest, how you would score, not this time, the whole project class. Show your hands. 5, 10, unique. Okay. 5 with Paige, 5 Edward, Tanaya, Tiara. Thank you, Adriana. Thank you, Michelis.
I have one more thing to say.
Go ahead, Unique.
What we experienced taught us that life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you react to it. So keep that in mind, guys, because it's all about decisions and choices, what you choose to do versus what you decide to do, and kill off all those other options. Thank you for being our teacher.
I'm sorry, I'm emotional and you guys just made me cry. Sorry.
Cry.
All right, this is the our presentation for these two groups in the morning. That will conclude.
Great job, everybody. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Yes,
Very
and
proud of all of you.
you guys were
So-
fabulous, and I really thank you for sharing how this program impacted you and your future. And it just really almost brought me to tears, Lourdes. Not quite, but
I'm very easy to cry.
you worked with them all of these days. But really, this is really more than we could hope for, right? When we set up a program like this, right? Because we try to choose you guys based on your interest for this program, and someone like Unique for the assistant who was going off to college and thinking of social work as a major. So I feel hearing this today like, wow, you know, this really worked awesome, and you guys really got a lot out of it. And kudos to you, Lourdes, and to everybody for really putting really awesome effort into this. It shows for sure. So thank you all for sharing.
Okay, if there's nothing else, the guest speakers can leave. The presentation, everybody else stay. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Joining us, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Guys, you nailed it down. Homeless people, I know that some of your peers left you hanging, but you hold it up good. Where is Joseph? He's gone. All right.
It's probably his Wi-Fi, miss.
Yeah. You guys did it. I mean, you guys hold it up. So thank you. And I really thanks everybody. I mean, DCF, you guys are the bomb.
They are.
It was really cool. So I'm very proud of you. Man, you guys made me cry. Especially you, Unique, for your last words. Jeez.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Anyway, it looks like we have a very good feedback